One of the coolest characters, at least I think, in Arkham Knight is a certain character called Azrael. Now, Azrael is only here for just a very small side mission where you just find him, do a couple challenges, and then you make a decision at the end to like free him from his manipulation. But I think the character design and just him in general is so cool that I really want to talk about it in the video. And that is what I intend to do today. Today, I am here to talk about Arkham Knight's, arguably, at least in my opinion, coolest character. Okay, for some context on Azrael, the Azrael I'm talking about is the one from the Arkham games, given how they're really cool, and I've made a video on this already about how the Arkham Batman got screwed over and how the Batman games in general are just getting worse with time. Um, so Azrael in the Arkham games first appears in 2011's Arkham City, and he is just part of a side mission where mainly he's just watching over Batman and disappearing in a cloud of smoke whenever you get near him. And we see his like relation to the story and why he did that in Arkham Knight, where he is attempting to take over Batman's spot in Arkham City. Sorry, not Arkham. Sorry about that. Gotham City as the like protector, given how spoilers if you haven't seen the Arkham games yet. Scarecrow is trying to like destroy the city and kill Batman. So he's trying to take over to ensure the place is protected, but he's actually also manipulated by the Order of Saint Dumas, which is basically a cut off section of the Templar Order, like the Crusader Templar Order, like the Holy Crusades, those guys. Like, that's what the Order of St. Dumas is, which gives you some idea of why Azrael looks like how he does and talks like he's from the medieval ages, which is kind of a cool feature of him, honestly, at least in my opinion. I like the medieval talking. It makes him more, like, mysterious. But basically, he's been studying Batman, and that's why you see him in Arkham City. And Batman puts him through a bunch of challenges, and upon completing those challenges, Batman learns that he is being manipulated, right? So Azrael hears this, and you get to choose to either... There's like two conflicting paths. You either choose to attempt to kill Batman, where Azrael gets his butt kicked and put into the GCPD main prison, which is what I chose, unfortunately. Or you can have Azrael just leave the clock tower and not try to kill Batman, where he vows to try to take revenge on the Order, which is also where that one, you may have seen it going around, that one meme where it's some dude dapping up Batman going into the elevator. That's Azrael. That's where that comes from. Yeah, as well though, Azrael does make appearances in a few other things. Like he's kind of mentioned in the Gotham series on TV, where basically Azrael is a bunch of different people depending on which one. I don't think Arkham Knight ever reveals which one it is. I might be wrong. I'll put it on the screen if I am. But the one in the Gotham series apparently is Theo Gallivan. And he's nothing like the ones we see in Arkham or in, like, even, according to this, even in the Nintendo DS version of Lego Batman the video game. Yeah, he's in a Lego Batman game. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why. He's also doesn't appear in like console or PC versions. It's just handheld versions of, yeah, the DS version of Lego Batman and the handheld versions of Lego Batman 2. You can get Azrael. I don't know why. I don't know who decided to do this, but I mean, I guess it's cool. Yeah, but honestly, Azrael adds a lot to the story, and just the way that you kind of have to like, you kind of have to discover like, hey, what do I think is the right decision in the end? Because if you're really attached to Azrael, it's a pretty difficult decision. Because in one hand, trying to take down Batman, if you really like the character, you might think, hey, if I maybe the game will actually let me kill Batman and I can keep playing as Azrael, given how he basically plays the same way, right? He can glide, he can attack, he can swoop down, he can use tools. Like, you would think that they would at least have a DLC where you can just be Azrael and free roam, but guess not. You only can do it in challenges, which is where this stock footage I'm getting is. It's not really stock footage, just me playing, which is why I'm doing so bad. Yeah, but definitely Azrael is adding a lot due to just how, like, just his, like, influence on the story as a whole. One of the coolest things I think about Azrael is the fact that he's like the true definition of like an anti-hero. Like in any of the games where he shows up or the comics, that's what he is. He's an anti-hero at heart. Because although he can help Batman and fights pretty similarly to him and has lots of weapons and gadgets, he also is pretty mentally unstable and at the same time could easily attack Batman all the same. So it just kind of makes him, you know, like an unpredictable person while still having that, like, oddly, like, you know, it's very obvious that he has that Knights Templar, like, looking over him thing. Because you can tell in the way he talks, the way he looks even, it's pretty obvious he's Knights Templar inspired. Like, he just genuinely is, like, really cool. And the fact that this is a character who, at least originally, was created in 1992, but we got the version I'm talking about here in 2011, and he still is pretty cool in 2024, is kind of amazing. Like, I honestly feel like if going into Suicide Squad, if they really are having Batman just be dead and he's not coming back, but as the leaks are saying, I think what they should do is they should replace him with Azrael. Because I think playing as Azrael would actually make sense, given how, like, he is pretty anti-hero, so it makes sense for him to be part of the Suicide Squad. Because he is pretty powerful and could help, but also is mentally unstable and can't really be trusted that much. So it would make sense to see Azrael being in Suicide Squad. At least, hey, that's my thinking. Alright guys, thanks for watching and listening to my opinion for a little bit there. If you got anything to add about Azrael, like if you know more information about him, which would be cool to know. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, I mean, you have your opinion. I'd love to hear it down in the comments just to see where my opinion stands with everybody else. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. Help the channel grow. Probably need it. I don't know. Hey, I've been Alex Nova. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Adios.